Hello and welcome to the Meeting Gold podcast. My name is Samuel Mealy, your host, and today we have a very special guest, Brad Labelle here. Guys, he's a young guy, but you know what? He's getting into real estate. We'll dive into that as well. Really showing the hustle and knowledge that it requires to get into real estate and be super prepared. Because I mean, that's a huge thing to any job that you're going into, right?
Of course.
Is having that prior knowledge, no matter what it is, but finding ways that you can really utilize that, right? So let's talk a little bit about that, Brad. First, give us a little background on what you're doing now and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm 20 years old currently. I live in Hamilton, Ontario, not too far away from here. I work at a construction shop right now. I usually work around home landscapers. I work on bringing them stones, bricks, PT, which is just pressure treated wood, which is actually skyrocketing in price right now, surprisingly.
Yeah, I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing right now. I come from a pretty simple background. I grew up playing hockey. I quit hockey once I realized I wasn't going to make it professional.
Yep.
I was always business minded, always on YouTube searching up, business videos. Huge fan of Gary Vee.
Yeah, same here.
Love Gary Vee, everything he has to offer. He's a huge pioneer just for kids today. And yeah, I got into high school. I was lost at a point. I reached kind of a low time where I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my life, and I was kind of going through it, but I kind of dug myself out of there, and now I'm at the best point I've been in my life thus far, and I'm working on about to get my real estate license, and then I'm going to take it from there, and I'll build a business. And I feel like if people want to network, the opportunity is there, not just over an app, but on Instagram too, right?
Right.
In today's age, your Instagram is your business card. Let's be real. Your Instagram.
That's true.
People are judging you off your Instagram. The first thing people go to is your Instagram, right? And you need to make sure your account is set up in a way where people can look at what you have to offer and, feel like they can value from you,
Right.
Because people aren't going to respect you if you have really nothing to offer. People tend to only be into things that they get a mutual benefit from, right?
Right.
So that's why building your social media and being vulnerable on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be, is very important. What I guess I'd say is nurturing the people that support you is very important when building anything, because without these people, you're nothing.
Yep.
These people, like I said, they are accounting for some of the success you are having. Not that your hard work isn't getting you anywhere, but without these people, you're not going to grow as fast as you would, say, without them.
Right.
So it's very important you take care of these people, and that's why brands communicating with their consumers is very important, and I feel like that's being revolutionized in today's world. I circle back to high school. In high school, I was a very introverted kid. I didn't want to talk to people. I would walk down the hallways, just focus on what I'm doing. I'm going to class. I don't want to talk to people. Cool, whatever. And that was actually a big weakness in myself. And this is what led me to my passion for real estate. So to find out my passion, I had to look at my weakest strength, my weakest trait, which was talking to people. And I found out that it was due to a lack of respect for other people's lives. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't care enough about people to, talk to them, figure out how their day is going. And this is what I recognize this in myself. And, eventually I just had to flip my mindset around. And, everyone's put on this world going through their own circumstances, and that everyone deserves a certain level of respect.
Right.
And it wasn't that I was trying to disrespect them. I just didn't care enough to talk to them.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, high school, you're a young person, like trying to figure out what you're gonna do with your life, right? It's not easy.
And now, like, everywhere I go, whoever I meet, I want to know everything about you. Like, I find it so interesting to talk to other people, like pick their brains.
Right.
I really want to help people and have people open up to me and solve problems in other people's lives.
And it's actually very important that you kind of talked about that. And if you're okay with it, I want to kind of stay on this topic because I think it's a big issue for a lot of young people nowadays. I mean, whether you're 14 getting into high school or, you're 20, right? Still kind of figuring out what you want to do. You don't really have a direction. These are kind of the things that you need to listen to is like, try to flip your mindset and wanting to listen to people and hear them, because you can learn so much and people respect you so much if you just care and show that you care about them. right? And that can take you a long distance in life in itself. Whatever career you do, you need to be able to talk to people, no matter what it is, right? And so it's important to grasp that, especially at an early age. And it's good that you grasp it now because, you know, some people don't grasp it till they're like 30, 35 and it's too late,
Yeah.
right? And people have moved on with their lives. So it must have been, I gotta say, like, kudos to you for having the guts to really drop out 2 times from college right after taking a gap year. I mean, most people just kind of ride the wave. They're just going through the motions, hoping that, you know, I'll get a job out of uni or college or whatever it is, and just go from there. And it's like, that's not how life is supposed to be lived, right? Can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Of course, yeah. So everyone should be living on this earth to live out their purpose. But the people who actually find their purpose is a very small percentage of people. See, the things people worry about most in life is 1, their career, 2, the people around them, their friends, more specifically who they're going to marry. These are future worries we're talking about here. And then their financial situation. People are always drowning in their financial situation, whatever it may be. People are a victim to their conditions when it comes to their
100%.
financials. So these are 3 things I actually talk about in my book. And to bring it back, someone who's not living out their purpose needs to really sit down with themselves and, you know, understand time is on their side. You're going to run out of time eventually, but for right now, in the moment you're living in, time is more definitely on your side.
Right.
And you need to be able to sit down and ask yourself questions about where you see your future self and how that's going to make you feel. More importantly, how you feel is by far the most important thing ever.